Dr. Pakwasi Kwabanso.
Yeja.
Eha nyankonton fie.
Medasi.
Doctor, ene ye ba besua de afa the science and the body. And I said the body and the science. Eye di ade no.
You with them dasi. The kind. Mr. Ocean and then ye abeche me phone for.
Oh, wonderful.
Enti me nyankopon wo nhira mo bebre ye me fe. Ye me nije ye me nika.
Amen.
Na ebi nsamra biu. Sabala ke ye twen wo de.
Me die
ye twen beti de. Na asa twen na na ya de.
Na ya de.
Eso obi abenya ne de.
Inshallah nyame wo.
Yo. Ye kase nipadua edua obekase tree. Na ye nyina nkamfua me de me friend tree me friend say 3 miensa na de ntia eye miensa no dakumba be kiremu obehunu say eja kono jamade bi eyidua say dua no esuna safo nyina awo meda na dua no so ada menyane ana wanyane mididi ameni neridie na say dua no anywhere in the physical or the spiritual plane you cannot find it. Even the greatest of the philosophers that have ever existed on the planet cannot find this tree. Nemum say dua no menena sorry me wu no so ewu nemum no dua na ba agese me gya dua na ba de ma wo ansa na we benyam say dua ne de nko hunu ba na yi dua ban ebe kan wasem dako nipadua na wo ho no ede nsuma no nyina ahyehye ede ama no sabe ade bia no ya hyehye no in order te said ya ka ohwe ase ya was spring ede maka no ya maka ni free no saa so ena Zodiac no de e wosoro ho no anya se ato ahomaten na ba besi na yi adwuma wo wo hu saa o da bi nemum no everything has been arranged in order. You're the highest zodiac. Okay, the first astrosphere. You're on the 12th zodiac. Zodiac no etuemu saa 12 saa the BBC ha. Ano wanka sa oni pedua no. Wo kan ye twa nwehyan susu ya chiche mako 12. Enti no information ade wo ho no de ba no. Esi we so no de ama we saa sane na ba. Te se de wo fo dan. Utietia steps no so ade ko. Anase se wo sane ba utietia so di sane ba. Ana normal atwede de mo fence ladder no o fura utietia so no akodu soro na wo sane aba so a wo so otumi ehia hye free so besi ase sanete na mo bi amfa hye ni trim sense so ma ne de ewo soro ho na bibia ni ntamu na afi eba na aba ba affect na ye na adwuma sanete eba na sa na akwai te se de wabobo atwede na atwede no wabobo akon ase na wabobo akon soro na ba na akon soro na se mfimfini ho nyina adampan. It doesn't work that way. No, there are types of zodiac. Your order. And then Namadi Kase said the attitude was Asisuno, and one attitude was Sunu Yagman, sanity, as above, so below. And into Nipediakwa, we, Oba you're the 4 elemental planes. Each of these elemental planes has been subdivided into 3 parts. Now, for 12 signs of the zodiac, even within the elemental plane. Answer ya ba wankasa. The otimu na ya honhom. The onono oya ahomye. The onono oya tinka. The onono ya adwene no. Mo hye omu no, that is etheric, astral, mental, spiritual bodies we nyina no. Ya check zodiac ni nyina amomo 3 into 3 times 4 na ya 12. Ena eye ho adwuma. Nti ya ne saa no. And then ye ba behwe all the bodies ye ba physical na ye physical side ni nyina no said ye sa ensanchani dumienu we 12 signs of the zodiac nyina no ye di bia mama no akosi ase eno no nya de mpanifo anaye nananom ebom trim kan keke na emom no de ya hyehye de ama nipadua na eye ho adwuma ni ntia ma ye hunu se ye de we na hye ho wo kura no ena ye adwuma chen we na ye adwuma chen we iwe ebekọ yemu yekoye mu ani akwakohwe we ye honam ne de nso yekoye inside ye wo akoma afi ye wo yani iwe ye wo liver ya chem ni left and right wo ahututuo lungs and respiratory system, your left and right. Oko kidney, your benkum ni fa. Bon, odun so twa, oba ma nankasa na ewo ho no, ohwe maba, oba kohwe na ewo ne yam no, de ntia mba yo momensis, we nyina no. Enya ade a eye kwa, na mum no, de obo ade nankasa no, obotaye. Ani tin ne botaye no, ene ade a yidi behunu, ene nsankyerani wi, ne hunu se, enya ade a nipa bupo ne tirimu ka, nananom no mu ne muti. Na afia ba be kire organ ben o ni pedua ma ado na responsible for attaching you between the physical and the spiritual. Na mum no sa organ ni wa, there is no way you can attach yourself to the physical plane. Even at home kra ba ha aha no mo ba no so mo be hye ni pedua mu a sa organ no na keep you mo attached to the material plane. And yes ade a ebe yokwa. Amen.
Amen. Eno nti maka sure say addition with Dr. Parkwesi na yeguso a yesua ade no. He sa adwumade we maka sure say ete say kwadu. Eni nti na mpanimfo ka to wo say daachi asem nti na ye dok kwadu a ye jinja mu ye ntwam ebere bi be so ebe ye aduane e de ama obra akom aba. Eno nti fro nua bi ka sure yonko bi say dwumade no ya hya ase wo eneme ye nipadua akwa no said the Bible na ka no wakane sa na sen na usiti ase na papa we na ya na nsem no o ka ase de Bible wo mo twere na o obi doctor ye nhwe ya asemo nipadua akwa nsenkyere ne no Bible aka bi e ma ne kura kire mu se bi wo nsa be nkum ha kura hwe fidi ho no na ene de enye no na ye ba be ye de e ba be hwe wa ba be ye astrology Ababe talotaja. Wabe philosopher.
Namralaja.
Doctor Yenhwe, minim se nim defo, atitrefo, esua de pa efri wo nchen. Doctor Yenhwe, dipadua akwa no. Ye be fa yeti, ya fa yani, ya fa ya so, na ya hwe nsenkyere ne a ewo ho anasese na esitie.
Yo, de edi kan no, mahya asia bobo efri uti, ama be kan na ase. So we call internet so I be say o my diagrams ni bebre o ho enemu part na but we be say how does it work and why adinti na yama na de we e pe bia o ya de a what how why no when it works na be what na be how no be why a asobashi scientists always don't know how it happens and why they can tell you what it is but why and how and when I don't hear some intino any say a shasi a they a shasi free Ujani instrumento the zodiac sign of Aries, that is the lamb. Ujan said the mokan
or say yesterday
Ujani the shepherd the sheep.
To castle you Jaya, you knew what oh Debbie
Tino ye be shasi and never unipati the head. Ade bia wo ye bia no we de hye wutrimu no en na ekita bibia without this you don't exist anything emran so wa hye anu hwe wiase nyina no de edi kan no be friends the law of mentalism ade bia ya adwene nyame adwene na me bibia ye adwuma nyame adwene ni wa na bibi ndwene ye a bibi ntumi nya adwuma so adwene ni wa onkwambo e wo nipaduam ene ohonam ne honhom ba. That is subatomic particles and atomic particles. And your cells cannot work perfectly in your body. Omo nyina no be ya adwuma, o DNA obi bia no, omo feed free wa. Enti no, other waveform information broadcast if other planet wa eba through the moon. Say eba the first place I call air assassin fifini, the first the crystal core. You tune at to our frequency range. It's if you first in about a begu adwene ho ansa na transfer ni nyina akọ ni paduam te said ya kruchire de womu no our friend say waveform information and the idea ba na DNA na your screen how to be receive information na fi adwinkro ya make sure say won kasa DNA omo ye different wakoma DNA nko omra bu DNA nko stomach DNA nko spleen DNA nko omo nyina so weni dem omo a na fi omo receive information no na fi said ya dane dan ade mbia ma omo no omo so ahwe ade ya dwuma na ade de pefe wo ni padua ho enu ntino the mental aspect of life is the first thing everybody must look into. Aries ojan no ojan homo odipa uti So ko tarot mu a Aries papa bi ti ho won o sata de kokko e na hye ne che ne konwe ne nimu bo se odwan ti ba ko bo ha ba ko bo ni sei na ba ko bo ni sei okura asase ba ko e wo ne nsa nifem na ne nsa benkum de okita ba we pija ba ndi akosoro ne si ho na papa we friend say emperor amana do no won sa emperor no uhu na ejiro ho de be friend say authority power and authority enti no huru we ya ye be say kire wo say ababo na wo no sit down and structure your life. You are your own authority and say so train obi ba no be hihye obi bia ma so one or tena hihye wade and then san hihye ne be possible the eno no be hye nkan ma ye adwuma oni padua mu nyina no eno ni adwene. So Aries represent the emperor, it represents the human head. Obi a won Aries 21st March to 19th April. And obi okita bibi ti say identity sign Aries. And as obi a okita bibi ti say mass a ruling ni bia no omoyare no it is fever. It deals with heat of the blood. Don't say that didn't see adwuma fa. Ya nti obi a oye Aries bia na yare kan ekita 95% yade obefren say headache a fever mu na fever. That is the heat of the blood.
Me producer de mfoni na to so
we emperor
we emperor
we friend of Hierophant we are Taurus emperor no beba do your better wo me dey to be for baby ah wo enti no uti representing the head and the brain ejina homa de be friend say Aries, that is the man that holds authority and power. Enti no be ya de bia na uti na dikan your head Aries for muti enti ni sa Aries ni bia be ya nkwanhia no ya na wahwe uti yie obi wo wa odimti bade duam obahu se onya mark e wo de tiri hu se nipa kono based on the planet chronic identity sign of them obi wo a ye be chesi na de ade abonitrim ntoka betimi esi na de ade twa ne trim twa na ya pam obi wo a kan nkwanhia e ba abon se ne trim bia mienu so ya Aquarius a that's an identity sign and so Aquarius a accident ni si a e be ye ne nan we ye wa he to bu ho bobo ni buni ne mbati ni nduru ho. Nti Aries always represent the head. 21st March to 19th April. Be careful with the head. That's it. That also mean we are short. That also mean aya wo kom enu minim. That is Taurus. Taurus controls the neck. The neck. Itreno bianfantu ni trim kono bianfantu ni trim. Taurus no ntie. Taurus represent the human truth. Truth we wa yi ene ye de kasa sade ni fie fumu bawu eye de wonhumi oni nyina afa ha. In the Taurus represent a man who is interpreting spiritual messages to people. A friend say Hierophant. Interpretation we jehoma de ye de kasa into who truth na represent the human neck. That is Taurus. It is earth, it is not fire. But Aries near fire. Tell them because the heat of the blood brings about headache and fever. But ukone de obi a Taurus bia uminim number 1 afeso so ukon nankasa obi wo ho so nya kompo obi wo ho a the thyroid gland based on identity sign ya da ho bon say the thyroid nya problem but thyroid no so e be ba hu planet ekita bia o nerves obi bia autonomic nervous system everywhere. Inti Taurus ne kita onipa kon we are know about Gemini ne kita onipa nsa mienu we ya wa ha yi ene the crew tutuo the lungs, the left and right lungs. Aha, imagine brother ato wo. Enti Taurus ne onipa kon ene ntwie ne de ato ho no. Aha, enti Gemini ne yentafo. Won, ba ko ye honam na ba ko ye honhom. Castor and Pollux. Omukita onipa ne nsa. Ene na kru tutuo na ewo ne ho no. That is the respiratory system. Gemini na hwe ho. Enti obi a won Gemini bia no or some problem no. The respiratory system. Enti identity sign be pure pe so won say you bet me awo Sagittarius but so the moment Gemini be ba da ho pepepe na aka che say respiratory system. Enti my identity sign no e ba obehunu pepe say de echechiri obetimi you bet me awo Virgo kra wo mental but obehwe no na identity sign no wo ho bon say o se wo minim and as a compo problem e behwe mu no bon say so ukita identity sign Taurus. Tenya say ya wo Taurus nkwa within the general sign na kire say wo problem with minim and wo kon da bi. Nti mo se ni pa kon no kasa, wo say ne no bobu ha de bia ni asi. De bia ni asi.
Ene car bia me timo driver ni no. Ne ase akola ke to no wo fia no.
Kete.
Na boys ni sere na say wonim bibia mama nsere wo. Wadi hwe na baba ku me say
yeah,
makwa.
Yeah. Introduce or once you charity. Anything that has to do with the neck. Obu o no wa hye ne ho akonfo. Okon nti se obi e Taurus and as Occultarian identity sign. Na se Pluto any moon e form a conjunction. E wo baby owo. Na se baby aduro no, wa send do Scorpios na se obeku ne ho a or commit suicide. Suicide that has to do with the neck. Not anything that has to do with the head, but ne kon or the oma be hye ne kon. Ana se obi in a bitwanity. Ana se we obi and I bet me to no better no kon.
So be bunukom.
Ana so be bunukom me dance. It has to do with the neck.
Pipi zikwa.
Ah, masa. Gemini, a hututu to say the make no ntafo no, ene wonsa mienu. Cancer. Eye wobo your chest. Ai cancer ene your chest. Fatu dream your chest area ene ye baby a North Pole ewo. Onipa bia there is an invisible pole starting from your chest. That's your breastbone, your friend says sternum. Sa de kokosi o crown energy center. Edua ba ko hye ho. E na afi efiri kokumu ha se ya de sani ba besi woto ase. O South Pole he na ho na wo. Yeah, polar regions. Oh. Etino cancer. Ejira ho de be friend say the moon. It rules the human breast and as a yenye nipples. Aha. Enti so person hu we ya your word be a friend say thoracic. Thoracic. Thoracic na e din a anatomy physiology term. Omo de kire say wo bo. Aha. That is the thoracic. What person who secret we are got the second card of the 22 major arcana, the third card of the 22 major arcana, representing the high priestess. Allah say kan wasem no. High priestess neti wo no. Ewia da na pempem da beba mienu ntem ena ne nansi osram so on maame no te wo no be hu se oguma ya afi ena afi okura ade bi wo ne nsem eyemra ya trust Torah ena owo afi mrebudua ahyesode ewo ne boso Torah no kita no eno na scientist refer no thoracic. That woman represents cancer, the mother of nature, the moon. We are short na nyame bua. Na say they translate the blackboard you understand everything. Didn't you on the cross, you know? The left side faces the dark pillar and the right side faces the light pillar. Jachin and Boaz. And they are Maho. And you know, Oboa representing cancer represent the thoracic area. No koechi. O thoracic we know maku 12. But ene ye Maho ma become one seven. Into cancer represent your chest. If you are no about Leo, no, I don't know the other friend say, Wakuma. And no spinal cord ninja now from head to toe. Leo, no. Entina Obibo, no way, yeah, Leo, I say, Wakuma. And to be a Leo Biano or problem with Naha, Kuma. But your blood pressure, high blood pressure or low blood pressure, hypotension or hypertension. So, say that density here. Until Leo Biano Yakuma, the heart, Obian Fantuni trim. So you feel more enye ye akoma no mo se yen ne den e be ka ho asem da ko enti no the heart rules the zodiac sign and I said the zodiac sign of Leo the lion rules the heart. If you are na fi wako Virgo and I heard be friends the gastrointestinal tract we yefunum and I say we funum any afi moja na e die fusa na oni padua mu nyina your circulatory system say insure dear fusani say moja dear fusani say from a dear fusani ni nyina no e Virgo ni na ye nti Virgo obahu so oba bi gina obabunu eno kita atoko ne nsem bon atoko ni gina o ma aduane nti ma yeda aduane ne represent this particular woman nti gastrointestinal tract we are from Nigeria aduane that is the Virgo nti obi a Virgo bia no those people are destined to make food, to make agriculture as their sole career. No na ebe ma sankrofo ni edi ye pa agriculture. Nti bi oye Virgo bia no of an idea and the same in Yagro. No. It represents Virgo, the virgin who holds a millet in her hand. Intino and a Virgo. One of you from her. We are not called Libra. Libra and the kita kidneys, left and right kidneys. Libra and the kita. On once one the kita will do so cha na wahano or bladder. And intino, that is your center of gravity. Baby, I will wait. Nina wo onipa who will wait. Adia echon tareha. Gravity ne was as in that is the friend say chemical and life eater. Obe friend say dark matter. Dark matter was as in it is always pulling. When you be so dark matter at the center of his body, that is your center of gravity. Eye Libra. I want to share the action bataha. They say the maybe onipa hwe ase wo wa achenaka ha. I no ntino ontumi nko ba bia no. Libra represent the two kidneys. And to be who say ejina homa nsania left and right. That's the scales and our balance. Each scale and assessor in Sanyana or Hono, but could be representing any of the kidneys. In the tarot, Obe say, Obe Bitiwo, and Okita San Sanyan, Ewan is Sanifim, and Abafom, Nana Sabin Kumno, Okita, Pia, and as a second, we Pejadia Kosoro. Didn't tell Okita Sasikani or what say, the great war occurred over there, and it caused the fall of man, and man was divided into two. The Baba became one day. So Libra represent the bladder, which is such in your two kidneys. If you know about Scorpios, Kotiano ni eche, and utrumu, and baby a quite that we took, and it will generate win in term no. That is the pubic region. Into no Scorpio Nikita ho, into obenya sexual infection, or baby abenya old day poor a Scorpion nadeba.
Gonorrhea.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I say him say be a bema be na kotie na ode abeye no.
Na eba na say na ba ade na nkan ade na woni bi na mesumi ni bi no bi na wo. Into baby wo a onidi eduane boni e na oye no ho kama but naturally na see Scorpio na esa ade no. Ono makoko fifi nipa. So kita identity sign Taurus. And I say oh Taurus koko fifi oto because Scorpio is your opposite sign. It is opposing you. So health wise obema de fifi oto. And I say or the idea of friend says sexual infection, not the baby war. Who know be a pen basa, not or the cocoa naba. No, who your business on pen basa as well. To me, the idea of friend is a masturbation, never show Scorpion. I'm telling you, it represents the house of death and the beginning of carnal knowledge. And as a sex was the beginning of the death of man. Idea of friend is a come in a honor share free. Yeba becho nipemu in the age of Libra no Scorpio no and edi kan ba be hye nkom no yawo sign be in between the zodiac sign of Scorpios and Libra. Your friend say Ophiuchus oba won say papa bi gina ho okita owo mienu won nsem. Your friend say Asclepius, and there is what we call the Asclepius temple in Greece. Your friend say the father of medicine. He is the son of Apollo, that's the sun god. The banner say Asclepius no sa owo menu ne kita nsem no represent the division of man, the male and female principles of man. Sa do na nipa bomba akon pasise no, it is time for humans for them to be divided. Scorpius is the house of death, and as the sign of death representing the division of man that will cause his total death in the ravages of time. In the Scorpios and the Jahoma Bema Koti Oba Uche and Utu be a toilet fever Utu Honina Scorpius in the Kita is the house of death. Into a Dianibi Bedrubia and a Dibba Befobia and idea into Dianina Udiano, the Nipadiana Yano, new woman, a Honefaba. Into the house of death can be used to explain many things. Even Obi say or a master of astrology. The 7 universal laws works through everything. You can see the laws, 7 laws working through it. If you are no akode friend say Sagittarius, do kita ejan na oto no. Na dia himfa, na dia ni usiremu.
Ene mankofo bebrenya.
Ono de mazupu na eba no. Sciatica ono de ba. Ono kita usre. That is my friend say your femoral region. I don't know. Who join free wa enye yi. on the kita odipa biara no osre nti ebebo otu o osrem e de be twa osre ho anase obi obe patre na akotena ade so na de na bo osre chi na wura osre ankoye wuti ankoye okon o de ye osre se nkwanhia so ba obon se wo de no
chese ensam na wo kekana se ade bi ebesi bia ya programming dada.
It has been programmed. We believe in the word of program. Everything has been programmed. The ye in a friend pre-program. And to say when in now you do according to what has been pre-programmed. Yen an animal mobile no. Omo boy no. Wo we na wo ho nyina no, wo di eni na wo nyina no. E ya ade a ya sheda na ya ne saa. Oh, your friend holographic implant. Holographic implant. Ya ne saa say you respond to the waves that is coming from other planetary spheres. Enti no wo amwani anna ho na se sa waves na beba no dia yeye wo mu no na wo so be repeat wa ha dia your friend say matrix you say what da you live in a time loop na wo nim say what da illusion ade bia ense so kogidi bia na akogi edi ogidia na aba be ya ade a aba be the foundation o kasi fufuru bia kire na ontie your friend delusion program na yes ade no onim the number and the amount of frequencies I will receive. No, you're responsible for the closure of your third eye. Yamaho, Yabaho. Enti Sagittarius represent Osre. We are know about Capricorn, upon Chino, Ojama, Koto, J. Obi a Capricorn be an Koto 25 December to 20th January. Koto J. Aha. Ocho mutai o Koto J.
Must to be so Koto
rough. Oba no aba. Inti ni Capricorn obeye main identity sign na koye opposite sign. And as ko form square ema wa e de no oba o de Koto J na eba. Obi anfantu ni trim. Ofu no akwa Aquarius nti Capricorn ya ponchin why Aquarius no ano so eye wunantu ani afi wunanim your shin and your calf na wo Koto J ne friends patella na mum no wo ha no wunanim ne wunantu no ho chokobobo ne buni nam itwa ne na ne etwafiri ho Aquarius no nti uni obi wo Aries nasa anaso kita identity sign Aries nasa nkwanhia ba ne nkwanhia no no de na nkwanhia niti on be niti but wo Aquarius na be wo to be different
tika accident be si no bunsu bi tie bie no bi na ye twa
obi na twa so bi bia sabu ho a be ban sa but mo say the spinal cord so achia Leo no am ya champion
oh you very
champion afi Pisces e your nine tabo na si from no your pedal on nine tabo no na Pisces na ye in the Pisces no ba be so wa o make sure say nine tabo na si woni de eno so nkwenhia be bon say twa o no cause long sleeves wa o de ne ye we no eno digital na say phalanges o nine maako enum na wo benkum ni fa nyina obu ho say ne de no na kru bia e bon say ate obu ho say ne de na hono obu ho say ne de no bon say kokromoti kesi na si from nankasa no bon say etwa Pisces represent your feet and I say your pedal nti we any small demonstration we will go inside the body too amen
enti abusuya yeguso esua ade ene efia be de na adisua no se de esi kono maka kire se ye woni ma bi wo ho no mo a me hodofo a wo hwe me esi a aya na ye blemi nyankopon tabi wo wahihye na wa program bibi ade aye de ato wo no mo a e wo senka ye pe hunim de foma wo mo kire yen na afa yesua de se no enye se yesua de ato yetrim keke wo ye baba be kire kwan ahodo a wo be fa so atumi aboa wo ho atumi ahwe wo ho so ye kan obi wo ha no mo ye Aries watumi anyina efi papa e de ewu pa ye obi so wo ho no a ono nso di tino emu abie motor accident ne de egeka ho eye de na si sa eno nti na me ka kire na me confront wo se koso hwe dwumadie no hye ema wo nua bi wo yonko bi se de be ya ye nyina no ebetumi aboa na bibia atumi aye kama